Good afternoon, motherfuckers. This is episode, what, 4? Quattro.
Or 3, I'm not sure.
I think this is 4.
I think this is 3.
Okay, well, whatever it is.
It's another episode.
Yeah. It's your favorite Monday through Friday. Charlotte, what's up, bitch? And this fucker?
Friday the butt name cracks.
Yes, bitch!
I'm not saying that.
So, today, we're going to react to an animation about binding. Now, me and Anso seen it, because I don't bind. Even though the shirt is binding, I don't bind because, you know, I want my tits to blossom. You feel me? I don't want to hold them back from their growth. You feel me? So, what was it again? He's have to go and tell him when he get rid of his, give me the rest. I need that meat. You know what I'm saying? Need that meat. No pun intended. And in a couple of days, Mother of God, usually that's what they call me, Mother of God is gonna get him some of that awesome tape because he be complaining how it be all hot and, you know, real niggas gotta be able to run. So he ain't been able to do no criminal shit.
I can run. It's hot. I can still do it. If I need to, best believe I will.
I know he will.
I ain't doing no 50 meters.
But it'll be a little easier if you use some certain type of tape. So, being the responsible mother of God that I am, I did a lot of research, and if he doesn't like it, he just doesn't like it. But, you know, I was thinking, since we're at this level, I think that he should give it some people that I know, and we should design one, a fashionable one, for everybody.
Not really fashionable, but it looks like an undershirt, and the binding is under it.
Is my name on it?
No.
Then it ain't awesome.
It's
A binding undershirt.
It's really just a plain undershirt.
Yeah, that's gay. We don't want none of that.
Binding t-shirt.
It'll look like Louis Vuitton, and it just Connecticut style. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, but what that was so awesome to me is that, and don't quote me, I think the trans tape has the skin tones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and shout out to Trans Tape. Please sponsor us. We need that guap. We need that guapanese. We need that blue cheese. We need the revenue. What else do we need? We need the net and the gross.
Cash. Just cash. Just my cash.
Alright, but yeah. Trans Tape is awesome because you don't, well, to me, I don't know because I don't wear it, but we're going to try it out and see if he likes it. But the dude in the video, and shout out to him, I think what was his name? AC, something like that, but he's so cute. He put it on, and it's just skin, and then he went swimming without a shirt. And I was
ain't gonna do all that, but...
well, take a bath. You ain't got to be in public. Just see if it works. And yeah, but maybe one day.
This is about
one day this
him.
is gonna get cut off, so we're gonna talk that far.
I mean, one day, like next week, Thursday. No, not like that far.
Not that soon.
Oh. All right. So, like I said, we're gonna react to it, and we're gonna see his reaction. My already is girl. I would have just cut shit off if I had to do what she had to do. What she did
But she didn't have she did.
is a mood. What that bitch did is a mood. You'll see.
She just really didn't understand.
And I'm not mispronouncing people when I say this bitch, because it's just like my vocabulary. It's like nigga, but I don't want to use nigga anymore, because to me that's like a dude. And look at me. Look at me. Do I look like a guy, even though you burp like a dude? But do I look like a guy? No. So I don't want to use the word nigger. You can call me niggeress. or like Nicolette. But none of that.
See the little niglet?
Yeah. So wait. This is because we're gonna give a shout out to the YouTuber. You feel me? I always like to give a shout out to the creator because reaction is a lazy way unless that's what I'm saying, because they do all the work and then I always be like, Wayne.
Jelly's World.
So yeah, shout out to Jelly's World. We are collaborating with YouTubers, so just let us know. Send that PayPal.
Do I put that and let them watch it too?
Yeah, of course. We send the PayPal, and me and this nigga will hop out of a box, and we'll do the video. Okay? Hallelujah. Watch the footage. Yes.
Here we go, y'all.
They ain't watching the footage yet. Gotta get them on the watch now. But
Squeezed the living daylight out of me. I've been biting my chest for the past 7 years, and if you don't...
okay, now, how this works is, I'm gonna stop periodically and ask you what you think. And if you want to say something about what is said, then let me know when I stop the camera. Now, I'm teaching y'all in this video also how to do reactions because he's never done it before. Now, to do a reaction is like putting 100 on TV. You feel me? So if it's an old shit moment, and you be like, oh shit. No, it's gonna be like, oh shit! Because people can watch this on their own. They're actually watching it to hear the stupid shit we say. You feel me? So try to hammer it up. And for all of you niggas just starting the reactions, watch my video and make sure you tag me. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
You know what chest binding is? It's when you bind your chest. Seriously though, how else am I supposed to explain chest binding? It's when you decide to flatten your pancakes. Ouch. But here's the thing, I actually never had a problem with my pancakes, even after I realized certain things about myself at the age of...
Fucking pancakes, yo.
Hey.
If you got pancakes, what you binding? What you binding?
Well, she just didn't want to say
Teddies.
or chesticles with testicles.
She good at that bosom, breast.
Oh, it's a little member.
So you can just get up onto the refrigerator and shoot. That's what we gonna do out here in these streets?
You guys want something?
No, I want you to sit your ass down and finish
Say, this is reality.
Word. I'm a little thirsty.
And that's real.
Hey, can you please put your little face in front of the...
Yeah, put this one in there so I can get...
That's mine.
You was giving your call.
Oh, friend. Okay, thank you, bro. All right, now hit the button. I want to be his face recognition so I can see him every day.
the team. In fact, we got along pretty well. They'll be dangling and jiggling around and I'd go about my everyday life. Things were going on between us. That is until I stepped outside
So
by
they be
myself at the
dangling
age
and
of
jiggling
13.
around in
In
everyday
fact,
life.
we got along pretty well. They'll be dangling and jiggling around and I'd go about my everyday life. Things were going well between us. That is until I stepped outside of the house. Now let me ask you a question first. If you ever come across a human being who looks like a boy and a girl, but you just can't put your finger on either one, what else do you look at for a clue? Is it A, the chest, B, the chest, C, the chest, or D, all of the above? Exactly. Now some of you might say otherwise, but I think I should remind you that I come from a Southeast Asian country, and the people over here can be a little different when it comes to these things. So every time I step outside of the house, people would just stare at my pancakes to determine if I'm male or female. And you know what? It's okay to be curious and all. You do you. But just don't make it obvious to the point of making me feel uncomfortable. And that is exactly what they did, and why I started to feel disturbed by my pancakes. But I still didn't know about the existence of chest binders back then. So one day when I was 15, I was watching a gender-bender Korean drama called You're Beautiful, and I saw this scene where Gominam had bandages around her chest, keeping it hidden so that she can pass as a...
Excuse me, y'all. My little brother's sped. Can you please focus on the screen? You're not supposed to listen. You're supposed to be reacting.
I'm gonna react to what I'm listening to.
You go to watch.
Get your snacks together first. Hold on, y'all.
It's a cute little Asian girl.
No, boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get you ginger light.
It's all right. You new to the game. A year in it, you better not be doing that. Because I had to jump you with them. You ever...
Yeah.
Because after that long, that's a good question too. Okay, we just gonna just spring this the fuck back because we need that AdSense any fucking way. Ready? All right.
Squeezed the living daylight out of me. I've been binding my chest for the past 7 years. And if you don't know what chest binding is, it's when you bind your chest. Seriously though, how else am I supposed to explain chest binding? It's when you decide to flatten your pancakes. Ouch. But here's the thing, I actually never had a problem with my pancakes, even after I realized certain things about myself at the age of 13. In fact, we got along pretty well. They'll be dangling and jiggling around and I'd go about my everyday life. Things were going well between us. That is until I stepped outside of the house. Now let me ask you a question first. If you ever come across a human being who looks like a boy and a girl, but you just can't put your finger on either one, what else do you look at for a clue? Is it A, the chest, B, the chest, C, the chest, or D, all of the above? Exactly. Now some of you might say otherwise, but I think I should remind you that I come from a Southeast Asian country and the people over here can be a little different when it comes to these things. So every time I step outside of the house, people would just stare at my pancakes to determine if I'm male or female. And you know what? It's okay to be curious and all. You do you. But just don't make it obvious to the point of making me feel uncomfortable. And that is exactly what they did and why I started to feel disturbed by my pancakes. But I still didn't know about the existence of chest binders back then. So one day when I was 15, I was watching a gender-bender Korean drama called You're Beautiful, and I saw this scene where Gominam had bandages around her chest, keeping it hidden so that she can pass as a boy. And I thought, you know what? That's what I should do. I was so desperate to do this that I tricked my mom into buying me one of those cheap bandages used for sprained ankles, came back home and was so excited to try binding my chest, only to be disappointed right after because it didn't work. And I was actually very upset and filled with a lot of self-hatred by that point. So I decided to consult Dr. Google, who then introduced me to chest binders. But there was no way for me to talk my mom into getting me one. She would have killed me had I asked for it back then. In fact, she did go crazy when she found out about it later on, but that's a whole nother story. So I looked for alternatives and came across an interesting idea for a homemade binder. The idea was to use elastic bands used by tailors, a couple of buckles, and voila, you got yourself a binder. I then went to a sewing shop, got myself elastic bands and buckles, came back home and got right into sewing this binder. After a few hours, I was finally done with it. It was time for me to try it on, and as soon as I buckled it in place,
no pancakes!
my pancakes vanished. I was a little scared because they were nowhere in sight. I had to go hunting for my missing pancakes.
You hot. Now I have you hot.
And now she's looking for her missing pancakes because she wanted to get missing in the first place.
No, what it means is they were so damn good that she had to go look for them again. You got the Ray-Bans on, like.
They were gone, and I was the happiest person on earth. The end is what I wish I could say. But let's face it, while it had successfully hidden my pancakes, it had also successfully squeezed the living daylight out of me. It was so tight I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move, and I swear I felt my organs all over the place repositioning themselves. Remember that corset scene in Kuroshitsuji where CL was saying that his internal organs were about to leak out? Yeah, I finally understood what he meant. But because I was so blinded by desperation, I refused to acknowledge that this homemade binder was killing me. I went ahead and started wearing it to school. And I remember coming back from school and just coughing my lungs out the minute I took the binder off. And as the days went by, remember the buckles holding both ends together? They started digging into my own skin because of how tight it was, causing it to bleed and leave scars. Even then, I was still not gonna back down. It was like you could have thrown the worst things in life at me and I would still claim to be okay. Because for the first time after a long time, with this binder, I finally felt comfortable with my body. I was confident when going outside, I was very motivated, and I was genuinely happy and in immense pain at the same time. It was such a conflicting situation. I was literally digging my own grave with a smile on my face. I even made 2 extra binders after that. And some
Do you think, and pray to God, I'm glad that you don't have to. But if you did what she did, right? Excuse me. Would you do it even though it was causing you pain? Would you do it that long?
I did it with duct tape, and that was causing me hella pain. I could barely breathe.
Okay.
You was putting that directly on your skin?
Ooh.
No, I felt good to take it off. 'Cause back
Yeah,
then
but-
I didn't really have hair.
Wasn't it taken off from your skin?
Because I was sweating like a motherfucker, so I was fine. When it took off, it like just basically, it stuck a little bit, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like the guy was talking about.
No, but you were sweating, so it came out pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Towards the end of the year, I decided to take a huge risk by tricking my mom into buying me a legit chest binder. I told her that for Christmas I wanted something anime related, which you can only get online, so she gave me her credit card. And I'm telling you, I was shitting my pants as I placed the order for this binder from eBay. And believe it or not, it was a success. It didn't arrive on Christmas, but when it did, I brushed it off as some sort of cosplay thing in front of my family. But I wasn't very happy with it when I tried it on. It just wasn't as effective as my homemade binder. So what did I do? I went back and continued wearing my destructive homemade binder for the next 2 years. Yes, I know, current me feels like going back in time and just slapping some sense into 15-year-old me. Because when I was 17, while taking a shower, I realized that I could no longer feel any form of sensation at one spot of my chest. And you want to know what caused that to happen? My tight homemade binder ended up damaging my nerves. After that, I ripped these binders, shredded it, stomped on it, wiped Satan's butt with it, and threw it into the abyss. The frustrating part is that I could have avoided all of this, and I've been wearing proper chest binders ever since then. I'd only wear them when I go to college, work, or any type of outing, but if I'm just going to a nearby mall or supermarket, I could care less about the stash. I'm just finally happy with myself. Now, I don't know how it may be for some of you, how strict your parents are, especially if you're underage, but just please, please, please be patient. These binders are not gonna run away, and your health is a lot more important, so just hang in there. Because
How
looking
long
back,
did you
I just
take?
did one dumb thing
You learn
after
to pose,
another, and I
you
wish I had someone to slap some
pose.
sense into me back then.
Probably like 2 years.
Wow.
Soldier.
Same amount of years that's 2 years seem to be the... And then you got a binder?
No, I didn't get a binder until I was 17.
So what did you do?
Just wear sweaters all the time.
Just wear sweaters all the time? Sweatshirts? What about sweatshirts? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweatshirt like zip-ups, hoodies, every day, all day,
Winter, summer, spring?
all holidays. Cause that's what I did in the first place. Before I thought about duct tape, and I was like, hey. And I did the duct tape, and I was like, yeah. After 2 years, of course.
Wow.
Why you whispering? You have an audience. And I don't got an iPhone. Better speak up.
Oh, sorry. Forgot about the droid shit. That's my love. What other video did you say? Fuck.
He likes to do that. Obviously. So, you're over there bound.
Pick up the camera.
You're over there kind of bound.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get any kind of, does that give you any idea of how they feel?
Yeah, my arms.
Your arms?
Mm-hmm. No wonder they don't be thinking clearly. The oxygen is squeezed. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? They can't wait to get home and take that shit off. They might pass out. I'm starting to see all the pretty colors this
When I
time
took
to
it
go
off,
down with
like I
what?
said, when I took it off yesterday, it was so nice.
Kind of like, hallelujah.
Then I went in front of the fan and I could actually feel it on my torso. It was great. It was great. Loved it.
Okay, was it uncomfortable?
To be without it?
No, when you wearing it, because this is the first time you haven't went on in a while.
I mean, of course it's uncomfortable, but like, it does its job, and that's what matters.
Okay, now it gives you a little bit of confidence, right?
A lot of it, but yeah.
Okay, so what was it like when you was in the streets with it?
Nothing. I just felt more confident walking around without titties slinging around. You know? I didn't act any different. I personally feel more comfortable.
Well, you kind of did, because you had your little outfit on looking all fresh.
Oh yeah, I had to do the outfit up because now I got nice shoes.
I feel you. Any advice for people that are in your situation that may not know whether to bind or not? What do you think?
If you have to question it, try it out. It doesn't hurt to try it out.
Do you think that there should be a certain age to do that? Like, you shouldn't do it like if you're like young.
You shouldn't, not like, at least be like 10 or 11. Because little bodies.
And I was thinking more, go ahead.
And what would be the best way to bind so that they're not tearing their skin or...
To get an actual chest binder. Even if your parents, there's like groups you can go to with like any True Colors things, and they give you free binders. They have binder drives and shit like that. They'll pick you up to go to their groups.
Okay, but what if your parents don't know?
They don't have to know. They'll tell them that they'll pick it, that they're like, they'll explain the groups, and you can go to the groups, but they do all the stuff to get you there. But it doesn't matter if your parents don't know, they'll still give you a binder. They have clothes and stuff there for exactly for things like that. So, yeah. I just didn't know that till I was out of my parents' custody.
Do you think that while you got your phone over there, can you see if they have any of those close to us? So we might can get an interview on our next episode, because I like people that help the community. But I do not like, especially in my area with the soup kitchens and the food chefs, how these motherfuckers, and either they drug addicts or homeless, they don't be respecting the people that give them free shit. It goes way past the point of beggars to be choosy and shit. Like, these motherfuckers be like, I don't want that shit. Well, go buy your own. I ain't got no money. Get a job, get some. I can't get a job.
They even help with like youth homelessness and stuff like that.
So shout out to them. Please sponsor us. We love you.
Yeah, they helped me a lot when I first got out of my parents' custody. I forgot, like, every building is different because they try to, like, disguise stuff because of, like, hate groups and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there was this one thing that I went to at my foster sister's basketball camp, and the group wasn't known unless, like, the exact location wasn't known until you texted that you were, like, there or something like that.
Some scary shit almost.
Yeah, because of people that would do shit, because there are, even to this day, still people like that.
Yeah.
Have you dealt with any of that diversity?
My mom, not like that type, but she just, I don't know how to explain it. I think that she really just doesn't want to, because I've seen her with other, like, yes, it's part of her religion, but with other transgenders, she's not sitting there calling them by their actual name, like, she'll call them he, but it's with me, she won't do it. So I don't know.
But not to defend her, but does she meet them the way they are? So then it's easier to.
Not always.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, she's also said things like, "Oh, I'm doing you a favor by working at a church and letting you take your testosterone while living with me, blah blah blah." So, yeah.
It's a shame that when we have to deal with those diverse problems, that it's usually the people around us.
Yeah, it sucks.
It really does.
Oh, there's one in Hartford.
Is it open?
At 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday.
Okay.
30 Arbor Street, apartment.
Oh, hell no. That's that other shit. You don't want to go there, they could be like, oh, right in my
I
bathroom.
think that's the one that I went to when I was at my second foster home.
So yes, because the next episode we're gonna do some gaming. So the following episode tomorrow, I am gonna call and see if we can get an phone interview, because I'm not trying to show up. Corona is real, bitch. Not trying to do it.
Nope.
But because I told y'all on camera the other day when I went to go see Stifle It. When I went to go see the CHR doctor, it was like, okay, come on, Charlotte, come in this room. And then she pushed me in the room, shut it up. And then I was like,
Did you have on a mask?
huh? Did I have on one?
Mm-hmm.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. And then when you go to CHR, you know they got mental people there. Mental people don't give a motherfucker about a corona. So I was like, okay, wheel. And then she slammed me there, shut it up. She had on a mask. And I'm like, well, is the doctor coming? And she was like, well, yeah. And she pointed to the TV. She was like, there you go, bitch. Bye. And then I had to wait. And then all of a sudden he was like, boop. Hey, Charlotte. I'm like, wait a minute. You got a moment? Is this big brother? I don't see this nigga. Just right there to tip. Did you fill out everything he asked? Show us. Yeah, like what the fuck? You had to Skype me, nigga. You had to Skype me. The corona's real.
See, I'm never worried. I wasn't really worried about corona. I never really had that. I wear a mask in the places, but I'm not really worried about it.
Me neither.
And why is that?
Because if the corona started fucking with me, I'd drink that bitch.
And why are you not worried about it?
I don't know, just not. The only reason I was ever worried about it was when I lived with my mom, and that's because if she got it, that shit would definitely come in. That's the only reason I was ever worried about it.
Yeah, facts. With you too, yeah. If you get some shit like that, you go.
That's why I wear a mask.
As soon as you be like, oh, positive, go with it. I
That's what I'm saying.
really
Like, if it was just me living alone, I wouldn't care. And I wouldn't wear a mask.
Even though COVID killed her.
If it was just me living alone, I wouldn't really care about it. That's what I'm saying.
And you would not be just sitting there singing no song.
Well, technically, they're going to take you with the little yellow people and the little bitty looking people and put you in a place where I can't see you no way.
True that, true
So
that,
I
true
might
that.
as well start singing ghetto hymns. Nigga. I'm like, fuck. You might as well start getting the Hennessy ready, pouring it out for your homies.
Yeah. I guess that's one of those things where you die alone.
No, I mean, we gonna Skype. But, I just can't be
Do
with
they,
you right
do they
now.
got Skype stuff that we use to Skype?
I wonder if they don't let you use your phone. That shit crazy.
They probably don't let you
But
use anything.
all your loved ones, even though, cause like, think about it, and it's just a theory. What if, let's say, 25% of those people were going to recover,
Mm-hmm.
but the isolation and being away from their family took them out anyway? Cause you know, like you know how they say, well, talk to the person in the coma, let them know people are there, whether they can consciously know it or not. They probably remember it later. But you know how like you bring flowers into somebody's sick and they feel better, or you're able to see them and give them a hug that makes them feel better, positive energy. So what if some of those people were actually going to survive it, but the isolation and the solidarity alone took them out?
Mm.
What?
That was a bit you deep. I need to go get a shovel. That was that face.
Well,
Because remember, they were talking about hospitals being full. And shout out to Pedro V. He went to a hospital that's supposed to be in the epicenter and wasn't nobody in it. Not saying that the corona is not real, but like, rest in peace. Bernie McCullough used to say, nigga, 100 on 10. These motherfuckers are putting 100 on 10 to scare us.
you believe that?
Yeah.
All right, we're not hit 30 minutes.
All right, well, That is 30 minutes of ad time. That's about 4 commercials and about, yeah, I'm feeling that guap. So yeah, let's end this. It is your favorite Monday through Friday. Yes.
Friday to Monday. I think, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, bitch. Period.
I ain't saying that.
Bye.
Be easy. Bye.